Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So now we're looking at the energy for June, and I just wanted to dive in and see what I can get for June for you guys because I feel things are turning now. A lot of people's countries are opening back up, and we're moving into a sort of a new normal, but things are still very much up in the air, and we're not really sure where we're heading right now. So I wanted to have a look at the energy for June so we kind of have a little bit of support at what's going on with us and where we're heading over these next few weeks. Okay, so for the people who picked one, this is your mini reading. I am getting big changes for you. I'm feeling like you have to take some things up to evaluation, and I feel like there are choices to be made that are going to be on an emotional level. I feel like you have to stand true to who you are and really kind of feel into the collective, like the community around you, your family, your workplace, your area. It just feels like you're deciding new things for yourself. It's like you're starting on a new path. I feel like it's very much connected with your heart. I do feel like you have to make some decisions. It is in relationships to other people, but it's also in relationships to where you're heading. Like, where do you want to go? What are the next steps that you have planned for yourself? And I'm also feeling like there's something about you're feeling connected with other people on a different level. Like, on a higher level, you have a deep connection and appreciation for other people. And I feel like it's almost like if you're a person who work with energy work like healing and that kind of stuff, I feel like you're sending out your energy and reach other people. It's almost like you're really wanting to tap into and I want to say heal the world. That sounds very huge, but it's like you have this feeling of kind of having your finger on the pulse of what's going on. And it's like you want to reach out to everybody, but you also have to make sure that you're filling your cup. But this is like changes that are happening for you, so it's you're turning new leaves here, and I'm feeling like there are bigger changes going on for you in June. They may have already happened now when we're wrapping up May, but I'm just feeling like these are going to continue into June and maybe also ripple into July. You have to reevaluate some things. I feel like you may have to brush out some of the cobwebs that's going on in either your way of thinking, old patterns, that kind of stuff. So you're reevaluating again, going back to that you have to make some choices. And I'm just feeling like you're kind of being kept in a place for a reason. So it's not being stuck. It's more like, okay, we're keeping you safe right now. It's not the right time to make any decisions, but you can plan because these bigger things are going to have this effect, like I said, over this month and maybe also ripple into July. And then it's important to really get rid of, the fluff, the things that are kind of like, um, what is not making the wheels spin in the way that they're supposed to. So I'm just feeling like you need to step out of being stuck in your mind, and because you want to reach out with your energy and not with your mind. I hope that makes sense. Like, I don't want you to be in your head and reaching out. I want you to be in your heart and your energy and reach out. It's going to have a massive impact when you're doing that. Also feel like you're tapping into your magical skills. So again, if you're working with healing or energy work, I really feel like you're taking this to a new level. I also feel like you may have contact or connection with the other side. So I don't know if you work with a team, like a guide or spirit team, or if you have people on the other side. There are many people who unfortunately have lost people that are on the other side. And I'm feeling like you are able to connect with them at this point. I'm feeling that that energy is going to improve over time as well, and you're going to move stronger into that energy over June here. Okay. I'm also feeling like you're going to get a lot of good ideas, it's almost like you're just gonna hit you. They're coming out of nowhere. So that can be like spiritual guidance, or it can be intuitive hits, it can be all of these things. But I'm also feeling like you're changing something. So you're taking something and you're changing it and you're creating into something new. I feel like you may also dive into books, so that could be like journaling, but it also feels like you're learning something. You could also maybe be interested in working with the Akashic records. If you're not doing it deliberately, like going and working with them, you may do that on a subconscious level or when you're sleeping, because I just feel like it is such a magical time for you and you're reaching so far, like it's just such a powerful energy that's going on around you, and you're working with really strong, powerful energies at this point. So I wanted to pull an oracle card to support you on your path this month, and I'm using the Chakra Insight oracle cards here. And okay, let me see. So I'm getting a heart chakra, connection, universal oneness, love, interconnection, and support. And this is really funny because this card is all about you connecting to the rest of the world, kind of like seeing you being in a chain around the world, holding hands with everybody. So you're kind of reaching everybody, you're in this collective energy field. And that was kind of like lining up with what I was seeing before if you work with energy, healing and that kind of stuff. This is also about that your actions and your words, your teachings, and what you're putting out there is very important for the web of life. It's such a important time for you to be connected and to use your skills and your gifts at this point, because you're important to the world right now. So please keep up your beautiful work, and just stay in your heart. And I was mentioning before, don't stay in your mind, don't reach out from your mind, reach out from your heart and your energy field. It's going to reach further. It's also going to have a deeper connection for you, because in your mind, your mind doesn't have emotions, and this, you're being asked to stay in your heart and reach out from your heart space. So that is really beautiful. So hoping this is resonating for you, and you're going to have a very interesting month ahead. So I will move into the next. So now we're moving into those of you who picked number 2. And the energy here is also changing, like with number 1, but at the same time I kind of feel like it's on a more personal level. So some of you might be looking into having vacation or thinking about going places and visiting friends and family. I just feel like there's lots of movements going on, or planning of movement. It can also be an actual move, obviously, but I'm just feeling like this is like it's a more personal month for you guys, and there are opportunities for you to go into new directions. And I'm also feeling like this is a time for you to come into your own. So if that means feeling like home in your home and spending time outside, maybe you have a patio or a garden or a terrace, and you just the flowers are blooming, or if you have plants and herbs, that's a very good time for you to plant that and get that sorted. Now I'm really feeling like that is going to benefit you a lot. It feels like you have a need and desire to be out in nature, listening to birds, and just watch nature change, and kind of like go into a more blooming time of year, and really just show you all the wonderful colors and scents and smell. I feel like this is a very sensual time in your life. When I'm talking about sensual in that way, like your senses are heightened and you're feeling a connection to everything around you. This new path that you're heading down, it feels like there are 2 choices, but neither is wrong. You're going to be really happy with whatever path you're choosing. One is kind of feeling like it's a little bit more spiritual, perhaps. Like it feels like it's involving more of the crown chakra and also maybe the third eye. So maybe that is like more like a spiritual path that you want to go on. And the other one is more in the sense of communication. Communication can be traveling, but it can also be working either online or just in a vocation or a business where you're communicating and talking to people, having interaction, and it feels very connected to the throat. And what else I'm getting here? You're also looking to get more balanced. You want to balance the inner and the outer world. It's almost like you're looking at your emotions and you're seeing them reflect on the outside. At the same time, you're looking around and you're seeing what's going on in the world, and then you're seeing how that is affecting you emotionally on the inside. Feeling like your spiritual path at this time may be a little bit more subtle. It's not the big waves. It's kind of more like just enjoying the time and focusing on your own needs. I think this is a very good time for you to focus on you. When I'm looking at this energy and tuning into the people who chose this, it's like this time is for you. It feels like it's not, you can want to connect with friends and family. Like I was mentioning, I was seeing potential for vacation and traveling, but at the same time, this is a very emotional time and a spiritual time for you on a personal level to just go inside and work on your energies from that space. So I'm pulling also a Chakra Insight Oracle card for you guys. And what I'm getting here is the crown chakra. So that is kind of like tying in with what I was saying, that one of the paths that you might want to take or look into. It doesn't mean that you have to choose. You know, you can do both because they're different. So it's guidance, support, love, sign, and direction. So this is kind of like a compass. I feel like you're on your way to your true north, and I'm feeling like, again, with the compass, it could be related to moving or traveling. You know, like it feels like a direction. It feels like you're looking inside to figure out where do you belong. And I'm also getting like the tree of life. And I'm feeling like you might be affected by the energies around you, planetary energies. So the different kinds of planetary changes and stuff that are going on might affect you, because this is like I said, it's an emotional time. I'm not saying emotional like you're gonna break down and have ugly cries. Emotional is like this is happening on the inside. It's like all the layers on the inside for you and your spiritual journey as well. So when I'm saying emotional, it doesn't mean like it has to be stuff that you have to go through. It's more like you're just focusing on and taking care of your emotions and what's going on, you know, and that kind of work, self-work. Excuse me. So again, the tree of life kind of also reflect back to mending and tending your garden and making sure that everything is growing and blooming accordingly, and kind of like reconnecting to yourself and getting grounded and making sure that you're following your own inner voice as to where you want to go. So if that is traveling or moving, or if it's just going inside and looking after yourself on a deep level, I think that both are very valid paths for you to follow at this time. I hope that this is resonating for those of you who picked pile number 2, and we are moving into pile number 3. So for those of you who have picked pile 3, this reading is for you. Okay, so this month is a little different. You're wrapping up some things that you have been working on for a while. There has been a lot of planning. I feel like it might have also been a little stressful for you. I feel like there have been times when you have felt tired to the bone, like you really have worked so hard and that you can't, go any longer on this path because it's so stressful, and you just feel like, yes, it has to be finished now because I'm getting really, really drained. So you're wrapping up this time in your life and you're starting fresh with June. And I'm just really feeling when you have wrapped up these things, you're starting on a brand new path. This path is about abundance, and it's also about you finding your self-worth again. It's about you setting your foot down and really, really focusing on what is important for you, financially, monetary value, and also abundance on many level. I feel like you may also focus on your home and area around your home. Maybe you're also doing some renovation or maybe just painting and fixing up something. Some of you may even look into buying a new home. Feeling lots of luck around you. Lots of luck is coming your way this month. You can feel fortunate and you can feel happy. It's almost like a lot of things that you're touching is turning into gold, so to speak, like more value, has more value than it had when you first kind of like encountered it. Mm. You may feel a little tired, maybe have some aches and pains. If you are doing renovation or fixing up or something like that, that can also be causing you to feel drained and tired. But this feels more like a mental tiredness, like you're tired, you really need to just get a new perspective on things. And like I said, there could be some aches and pains, especially around the head, neck, and shoulder area. I kind of feel like that can be a little tense. Then I kind of feel like something you've been working on for the past couple of months is going to have an effect also into the summer months here. So July, August. Feels like you're coming into your own, that you're finally able to harvest something that you have been planting for such a long time. And that's also probably why you're feeling tired and want to wrap up this thing that is draining you so much. So maybe you've been planning something for such a long time. Maybe you're ready to launch something. Maybe it's just something that you want to be fresh and new. Just getting this feeling of fresh and new. Again, I'm getting the luck, so I don't know if you should go out and buy a lottery ticket. Or maybe if you're selling something, you want to get very well paid. I'm just feeling lots of luck and fortune around you and things moving in your direction. And it's almost like this is something that you're thinking, oh my God, finally I get a leg up. Finally, it's my turn. Finally, I'm cashing in. I have invested so much in this and now it's my turn, you know? Just really feeling like you're moving into this fresh new start now. It's going to be really good for you. You're going to feel more grounded. You're going to feel more settled in yourself. You're going to feel more sure on your path. You're going to feel much more comfortable in your body. I kind of feel like this is the time for you to really be in contact with yourself at the same time as you are, you know, moving about in the world. And this is a very grounding time for you. It's a very physical time too. So I'm pulling this chakra inside oracle for you, and I'm getting truth. So the throat chakra here is about honesty, truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. So, you know, being tired and having maybe stiff neck and shoulders and headaches could be that you had to keep something. Maybe you're planning something and you can't share it with people, or you're being told a secret from somebody else and you can't share it, and maybe that is weighing you down a little bit. I'm also feeling like you have to be honest with yourself what you want. You have to be honest with the people around you. What is your truth and the direction that you're wanting to go into? I'm kind of feeling like there is something about a key. So it's almost like you're unlocking something now. You're unlocking some truth that will set you free. It can be something that you're learning that is going to help you on this deciding on which direction to move. It's also something about being sincere and transparent in your way of communicating with other people. I also feel like you're healing with your throat. So there is something about your throat that either needs healing or you're healing other people. So maybe there is something special with the words that you're using, or maybe you're using special words in your work if you're working with spiritual work, and the way that you're speaking to people and communicating to them can be healing and soothing. What else? Yeah, I just want to go back to the thing about this month. I'm feeling like it's a very fortunate and lucky month for you. I feel like you're wrapping up these things that it has been bugging you down and maybe draining you for such a long time, and now you're wrapping it up and you're ready to just start fresh. I'm seeing you're taking a step up to a new step, this is just much wider. It's almost like the step before was very narrow and it was kind of like a little hard to manure to get there, but then you're stepping up to this new plateau and it's a new step and it's much wider. Seems to me like it's kind of like more golden, more grounded, more beneficial, and an abundant path for you. So I'm really excited for you. So I hope that this is resonating with you. This is wrapping up the pick three pile for the energy of June, which is starting now. So I will talk to you guys later.